Hey there, Natural News listeners. This is your host, bringing you another deep dive into the latest revelations that are shaking the foundations of digital media and politics. Today, we're talking about a jaw-dropping interview with Ivan Raiklin, a man who's been at the forefront of exposing what he calls the deep state and the inner workings of Twitter, now known as X. This is a story that has all the makings of a modern-day thriller, and it's unfolding right before our eyes. Ivan Raiklin, who's been dubbed the Deep State Marauder, recently sat down with Mike Adams on BrightLearn.com to discuss the latest developments in what he calls the mother of all Twitter files. This isn't just about a bunch of leaked documents. It's about uncovering what Raiklin describes as a crime scene that Elon Musk now owns and operates. Let's dive into the highlights. First, Raiklin revealed that there's a strategic move happening in Texas. Musk has moved X's headquarters to Texas, and this isn't just a business decision. It's a political and legal maneuver that could have massive implications. Raiklin emphasized that Musk needs to make a crucial call to Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton. According to Raiklin, they're waiting for Musk to pick up the phone, and once he does, the real game begins. But it's not just about one phone call. Raiklin is pushing for a multi-pronged approach. He's advocating for legislative and civil subpoenas to be issued by Texas state officials, including State Senator Brian Hughes and District Attorney Brian Gortz. These subpoenas would compel X to release more of the Twitter files, which Raiklin believes contain explosive information about censorship, election interference, and even potential criminal activities. One of the most intriguing parts of the interview was Raiklin's take on the Twitter direct messages DMs. He believes that these DMS are a goldmine of information, and he has a compelling reason to think so. He recounted a story about Terry Adiram, a former Department of Defense official involved in the controversial vaccine mandate. When Raiklin and his network of military and veterans confronted her on Twitter, she quickly deleted her account. Raiklin suspects that there's something in her DMs that she doesn't want to see the light of day. Raiklin also mentioned Matt Taibbi, the investigative journalist who worked on the initial Twitter files. Taibbi revealed that Twitter prevented him and his team from accessing the DMs, which Raiklin believes were deliberately hidden to protect certain individuals, possibly including Jim Baker, the former general counsel of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI. Raiklin is convinced that if they can get access to these DMS and other communications, it could expose a web of illegal activities and cover-ups, including the 2020 election controversies. The interview also touched on the recent impeachment of Texas AG Paxton. Raiklin believes that the impeachment was orchestrated by the Bush-Cheney syndicate to prevent Paxton from investigating and exposing the deep state's involvement in Twitter's censorship and election manipulation. This move, Raiklin argues, has only strengthened the resolve of those fighting for transparency and accountability. Musk's move to Texas isn't just about escaping California's regulatory environment. It's about creating a safe haven where he can operate more freely and potentially release more sensitive information without the political pressure he faced in California. Raiklin sees this as a tactical genius move and believes that Texas, with its strong law enforcement and pro-freedom stance, is the perfect place for Musk to make his next big move. But the real question is, what exactly does Musk know? And what is he waiting for? Raiklin believes that there are still leftists within X who are continuing to shadow ban and censor content, and he's urging Musk to take decisive action. He even suggested that Musk might be more willing to comply with a legal subpoena to release the files, as it would provide him with the cover he needs to avoid political backlash. The interview concluded with a call to action for listeners, especially those in Texas. Raiklin is encouraging people to support the efforts to bring transparency and accountability to X and to help protect the First Amendment rights that were violated under the previous regime at Twitter. He's even offering his own support, pro bono, to help law enforcement and state officials in their investigations. So, what does this all mean? It means we're on the cusp of a major revelation that could reshape the digital landscape and political discourse in this country. Musk, with the support of Texas officials and the public, has the power to expose the truth and hold those responsible accountable. The stage is set, and the ball is in Musk's court. Stay tuned, folks, because the next few weeks could be explosive. This isn't just about a social media platform. It's about the future of free speech and the integrity of our democracy. Thanks for tuning in to Natural News, and don't forget to follow us for the latest updates on this developing story. Keep the faith, and keep fighting for the truth.
This has been a BrightLearn.ai summary of an interview between Ivan Raiklin and Mike Adams on September 20th, 2024. The full interview is available at brightlearn.com, where you can also find podcasts and special reports by Mike Adams and other creators. Visit naturalnews.com for full editorial coverage of this interview and breaking news on critical stories that will keep you informed and aware of what's really going on.